I have been listening to the speeches of Sheikh Ahmed Deedat and yours too for a long time. Thank you, the great Muslim scholar. If a Muslim wakes up early in the morning, since he had intended to offer Fajr prayer, but he finds himself in a condition that he can't offer Salah, Atlam, maybe referring to wet dream. He doesn't have the facility of warm water since it is December and the weather is freezing. What should he do? Will he be accountable for missing his Salah, though unintentionally? What should he do as an atonement? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran in Surah Ma'idah chapter number 5 verse number 6, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you believe, when you prepare yourself for Salah, wash your face, your hands and arms up to the elbow, rub your head with water and wash your feet up to the ankle. And if you are in ceremonial impurity, bathe your whole body. And if you are sick, ill, or on a journey, or come from a call of nature, or you come after being in contact with a woman, and if you do not find water, then take clean sand or earth and rub it on your face and hands. For Allah does not want to make any difficulty in you, so that you obey and follow His commandments. Here this verse of the Quran is talking about wudu. The first part of the verse talks about wudu, that in wudu you have to wash your face, your hands, your arms up to the elbow, rub your head with water, wash your feet up to the ankle. And if you are in janaba, that means if you are in ceremonial impurity, that if you had sex with your wife, or if you slept with a wife, or if you had a wet dream, if you are in ceremonial impurity, then you have to have a ghusl. Bathe the full body. This is what the Quran says. And then the next part of the verse continues and says that, but if you are ill, if you are sick, or if you are on a journey, and if you come from call of nature, or if you come after contacting women, and if you do not find water, then take clean sand or earth and rub on your face and your hands. For Allah does not want to cause difficulty, and Allah wants you to follow His commandments. So this second part of the verse is talking about tayammum. So if you are sick, and if you know that you do wudu, it will increase the sickness, or it may cause problems to your health, in this condition, or if you are traveling, and if you don't find water, and you cannot do wudu because there is no water. So in this condition, that if you are sick, or if you are traveling, or if you go to a place where you can't find water, in this cases you can do tayammum. That means you can take clean sand or clean earth and rub on the face and the hands. And this, and the verse continues, Allah wants to make difficult in you and wants to keep you clean and pure. So if you cannot purify yourself with water, you purify yourself with clean sand or earth. This is the verse of the Quran. So now coming to your question, that if you get up in the morning to offer Fajr Salah, and you had a nocturnal emission or a wet dream, and it is winter time, it's December, it's very cold, and you don't have water where you can heat the water, and it's very cold and it's freezing cold, so what should be done? Can you pray, or if you miss the Salah, what is the situation? In this situation, there's a hadith which is narrated in Abu Dawud, volume number 1, hadith number 334, where one of the Sahabas by the name of Amr ibn al-As, he gets up in the morning, it was very cold, and it was freezing cold, and he had a wet dream, and it was time for Fajr Salah, and he thinks to himself that if if I have ghusl, now I will die. So what he does tayammum, and he goes with the Sahabas and he leads the salah. So later on when the Sahabas tell to Prophet Muhammad, this is what happened. So the Prophet asks Amr, may Allah be pleased with him, that did you lead the prayers in the state of janaba? So then he quotes the Quran of Surah Nisa and he says that Allah says that he does not want to put difficulty in you. And he says that you should not kill yourself. And I had a nocturnal dream and I thought that if I have a ghusl I will die. So I did tayammum. So the Prophet laughed and he went away, indicating that what he did was right. So if you fear that if by taking ghusl you will die or your disease will increase, then tayammum is permissible. So in your case, it's the same that you had a nocturnal emission, you had a wet dream, and you got up for Fajr Salah, and it was too cold, and you didn't have any way how you could heat the water. In such situation, it is permitted, you can do tayammum, and your Salah is accepted. But the point to be noted is that if you can, in such situation, when this question was asked to Sheikh bin Baz, he said the same thing is permitted, but he added that if you can heat the water, if there are facilities where you can heat the water and then do ghusl, then better do ghusl. Then tayammum is not permissible. For example, if you are traveling and there is no water, but you have money where you can buy water, then you should buy water. So only when water is not available in any cases, then tayammum is permissible, or if you are sick and if water will increase your sickness, then tayammum is permissible, or in the case where it's a very cold weather and you don't have any facility to heat the water, and having a ghusl in such a situation you fear that you will die, then tayammum is permissible. But if you have facility of heating the water, then tayammum is not permissible. And according to the scholars, if you get up, if you have a nocturnal dream, if you have nocturnal emission or a wet dream, and you have facility for heating the water, but the time is less and the salah will start, or you'll miss your salah, if there is facility for heating the water, you better heat the salah, even if you have to miss the salah. Because if there is facility to heat the water and then you can do ghusl, then tayammum is not permissible. Tayammum is only permissible if water is not available, or if you want to do ghusl and you think if you have ghusl with the cold water you will die, and if there is no facility to heat the water, then tayammum is permissible as a last resort. Hope that answers this question.